Happy Friday, YouTube. Today we're inside in my studio. Some of my pictures are behind me, as I promised to show you. But today we are talking about take stock in standing up for yourself. Let's get into it. Standing up for yourself. It's something we all need to do. There was a time in my life, a very long time in my life, where I did not stand up for myself and I was not happy and I was a very sad person. So it's important in life that this skill be developed, used regularly, and implemented into our life because it is essential to stand up for yourself. It is life-changing when you stand up for yourself. Your world around you will change, and it will change for the better. So, are you someone that needs to start standing up for yourself? And if you do, I just would like to share my journey, some things that have helped me to stand up for myself. When I was young, I was very shy as a child growing up, and but I was very smart, and I learned how to read very well before kindergarten. So by the time I got into kindergarten, I was reading and I was in front of the class, and my hand was always up, and it was like this, gosh, up to about fifth grade. But then it started getting harder because some kids could be really mean. And I wasn't trying to be the, I guess, teacher's pet, but the teacher appreciated um, a student who was really engaged in learning. And I appreciated being appreciated. My teacher looked so proud at me when I would raise my hand and say the correct answer, and it made me feel good too. So, but some kids didn't appreciate that, and they took their uh, anger out on me. And as a child growing up, you don't understand that. What did I do? I didn't do anything to them. But as an adult, I now realize that these children were probably suffering abuse and neglect and not getting attention at home. And I see how that can happen. I don't condone it still, but hurt people hurt people. So that's something that we got to change. And if you will start standing up for yourself, this is how it will change. So I'm gonna look down at my notes. And so how do you stop yourself from being hurt and standing up for yourself and taking a stand? Number one is realize your greatness. You are so great. Do you realize that you are made up of the universe itself? You're made up of stardust. What? You're awesome, right? So, but we have to have respect for yourself. You got to respect yourself. This is the only body that you have right now while we are on this planet, And how long do you want to use it? Until the rest of your life. So you got to take really good care of yourself. You have to respect yourself inside and outside. If you want people to respect you, you have to respect yourself. If you want people to love you, you have to love yourself first. I mean, it only makes sense, right? So, set boundaries. Oh, I can't stress this deep enough. You must set boundaries. Do you need more time to be alone and recharge? Do you need people to step up in the household, help you clean the house, wash dishes, or whatever? Um, do you need more from your partner or your friends or whomever? You need to set boundaries and let them know this is okay or this is not okay. Um, one boundary I have is um, don't call before 8 o'clock in the morning and don't call after 8 o'clock at night, because more than likely, getting ready to get ready for bed and, busy washing dishes or getting baths ready. And it's just not a good time to talk a lot. That time of night, I'm winding down. Um, Setting boundaries in your life will show people that you care about yourself, that you have rules for yourself, that you stand by. Um, and it teaches them to have respect for you for these things you're setting boundaries for, rather. Um, you honor yourself by doing something like setting your boundaries. Um, it shows that you have respect for yourself and you want others to have the same respect and show it. Um, Standing up for yourself is a skill. In my opinion, it's a superpower, because I'm coming from the perspective of someone who did not stand up for themselves. Um, as a child, I just didn't. And I didn't have a good support system to ensure me that things were going to be all right. It was just me in my head. And I kind of grew up like that. After I had my children and just lived my life and, you know, maneuvered around the world in this body and this feeling of uh, being alone in the world. I think that made me more, um, it made me speak up more. It gave me more confidence, because as time went by, I got the confidence. I had to speak up. I wasn't, when I got older, after I had my kids, man, I wasn't trying to hear no junk or have anybody tell me no junk that I didn't want to hear. I was dealing with a lot, and um, having children gave me some balls, you know, and I wasn't going to let nobody, take advantage of me. Or at least that's how I felt. Now, don't get me wrong, I've got taken advantage of, and um, it's something that I had to work on constantly. Um, because if you were like that for a long time, someone who lets people take advantage of you, or you're just naive in certain ways and you don't take up for yourself, man, you stick out like a red light. There's people out there that feed on people like that. And until you get it together and work on yourself and take a stand for yourself. Have some self-love for yourself. Have some self-respect for yourself. Set some boundaries. Set some rules. Um, let people know how to treat you. And one way to let people know how to treat you is they see how you treat yourself. You know? Keep your word to yourself. Keep your word to others. Um, be serious. Let them know this doesn't fly. I'm not down with that. You can't treat me like that or talk to me this way. I don't accept it. And if you want to be my friend or you want to be in my life, then this is something that I need you to respect. And if you can't, then I don't want you around. You know, um, when you say no, no is a full sentence. You don't have to give any reason. No. But what? No. You know, and it's not being mean, and you don't have to be rude. But if you feel like you're bullied, if you feel like you're being pushed around or people aren't listening to you for what you have to say, you have to be the one to protect yourself. You have to be the one to show others that you're not going to put up with any mess anymore. And I'll tell you what, when I think about your greatness, when I say know your greatness, you are so great. You are so great. You know, my belief that God is inside of you, God is within. So if you need help, just ask the God within you. You know, I do this all the time. You know, it's not hard. You just, you get into a meditative state. And even if you don't do that, just, sit with yourself and be like, I don't want to be like this anymore. I need some help. Please help me to stand up for myself more. Help me to be strong in that, and it will happen. It will, you know. It makes me happy because I did it. I did it. And I want to just help somebody else if I can. Um, when I watch videos of other people and they inspire me, I'm like, wow, that really meant a lot. And that's why I do these videos, because somebody's watching, you know, and I hope to inspire others and let other people know, hey, you're not alone. We've all been through it or are going through it, and we're just here to help each other out. So I appreciate you hanging out with me today, and I hope that this will help you to start thinking more about yourself. Like I said, you don't have to be mean to others. You just have to set some boundaries, some rules, and think of it as self-care and self-love and self-respect. So y'all have a great weekend, and I will see you next week. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.